I'm Ruth Okimoto, and I was born in Tokyo, and I came here as a baby. Had my first birthday here in the United States. In 1937 was my first birthday. My parents were ministers to a small congregation in San Diego until the war broke out. And in 1942, of course, I'm sure you know the history of all the Japanese and Japanese Americans along the West Coast. And I think as far as Oregon and Washington too were put into America's, quote, concentration camps. They put us on a train and brought us here to Poston, to Parker initially, and then we got on the truck, military truck, and they then took us down to Camp 3. This is Camp 1, as I said, where there were 10,000 people here. It was the largest of the Poston, 3 of the Poston camps. And we spent 3 years here in the camps. And our family of 6, including my little infant brother, we had one room, about 10 by 20, and with nothing but this room and cots. We all had a cot to sleep on. I remember as a 6-year-old, we were in this barrack, and soon the barracks, the room kept shrinking. And then pretty soon, because more families were moving in, and then pretty soon we were in this little space that had just enough room for cots. And then we had to sort of walk sideways. Like my cot was way at the end underneath the window, so I had to walk all the way to the end of this aisle to get to my bed. And I have memories of it. I still see visually the barracks and the garden my father planted, the goldfish pond that he built. This is my home. And Poston was the beginning of my home. You know, I mean, as a child, that was my home for the first 10 years of my life, even if I didn't live in Poston for 10 years. I was there at a very critical time from age 6 to 9. And the impact of that experience has stayed with me all of my life, even to this day. I have memories of living there. People could be really cruel to other people, and the government can make mistakes. And whenever it's possible as citizens to speak up when some group of people are being mistreated or mishandled, or, you know, just speaking up for justice and speaking up for things you care about. That's what Poston has helped me realize and understand. I understand government better. I understand the role of citizenship better. And I understand what it means to be able to speak up when you see injustices done. You know, it's not that I can do anything. I can at least march. I can write letters. You know, I could do my little piece to make sure that a group of people aren't put in the same position that we were put in at that time. I hope it never happens again here in this country.